Welcome to CKCU. My name is Dylan Hunter. I'm one of the full-time staff here. I've worked here as the production manager since 1998, and things have changed a lot since then. Why don't you follow me around? I'm going to take you on a tour of the station.
This is the production studio. In here, volunteers and staff produce pre-recorded material, such as interviews, voiceovers, commercials, and other content. This is also where I started as a volunteer back in 1995, when we were still recording using tape on reel-to-reel machines and razor blades to edit. Of course, a lot has changed since then in the production studio. If you are interested in doing production work for CKCU, this is where you'll learn to do it. This is Studio B, the quietest room at CKCU. It is a soundproofed room, specially designed to keep out noise from the outside and reduce any deflected sounds from within. Maybe more importantly, the walls will absorb any sounds being made in here from disturbing our neighbors. In here, we set up people to be recorded, whether it's a single person doing a voiceover for a commercial or a 5-piece band with a full drum kit set up with 16 different microphones. This is the closed-circuit studio. This room is primarily used for training new volunteers who are interested in hosting a radio program or a podcast for the station. In here, you will learn how to use the equipment and how to plan and present a quality radio program. Working with our program director, aspiring hosts will develop the skills to record and edit a demo, to speak clearly on the microphone, and to program and mix music our listeners will enjoy. You will learn the rules and requirements of the CRTC and your responsibilities as an on-air volunteer. This studio is similar to the on-air studio. It has the same mixing console, computer software, and of course the turntables. Studio A is an isolation room located right across from the on-air studio, where we can place extra guests or a small number of musical performers who've come in to play live on air. Guests can of course see the on-air host through this window. This is the on-air studio, where the magic of live radio happens. Let's take a look around.
You're listening to Whatever's Cool with Me on CKCU 93.1 FM. My name is Ryan Brzee. I host Whatever's Cool with Me on CKCU, and I've been doing this show on Thursday mornings for 25 years now. So out here is our giant music library. There's literally thousands and thousands and thousands of records and CDs that have been filed away, and they're all cataloged. And then you come in here to the main studio, and we have even more CDs in here, and then we have our turntables. So here we have the record players. They're Technics 1200s, so they're really nice. So yeah, a lot of hosts will still play records. Some play only records, and it's all controlled by the mixing board. So back in the day, we didn't have any of the computers here. The mixing board was twice the size. Behind me, they were actually windows that looked outside, but Carlton built a building there, so we don't have a view anymore. It was really handy for doing the weather, actually. You could just look out the window and see what it was like. But yeah, without all the computers, we had giant reel-to-reel machines over here, so shows which now could be pre-recorded and done electronically. They were done on giant spools of tape. The record players were always here. We had cassette decks and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot more screen and technology and stuff now, but the end result is the same. We're still putting out great music, and hopefully people are enjoying what they hear.
This is the last stop on our tour. It's the engineering room. It's also my office. Have a look.
This is the engineering room, about as behind the scenes as you can get. All the different audio and computer networks converge in these 4 racks. In this first rack, we have a massive network cables that move data throughout the station, a couple of servers to store that data, and here at the bottom, a computer that encodes and uploads our programming to the internet for live streaming and on-demand services. This rack houses equipment we use for receiving our live FM signal, and of course, keeping an ear on the technical quality of our broadcast. Next to it are systems that distribute audio throughout the different studios, and ultimately bring it over to this final rack, where it is sent out from this building by Studio Transmitter Link, or STL, to the giant tower atop Camp Fortune. Up at Camp Fortune, the signal received from CKCU is transmitted out to all our FM listeners. We can reach listeners within a 100-kilometer radius at 93.1 on the FM dial. This room is also where we do repair work to equipment. As you can see, it is a depot of spare parts, tools, and extra gear.
If you're interested in volunteering at CKCU, I encourage you to do so. It's a great place to come, all kinds of things to learn, and anyone is welcome.
I hope you enjoyed this tour around CKCU and have a better idea of what things look like behind the scenes. If you're interested in volunteering here at CKCU, simply go to our website to find out how to volunteer. Thank you.